So cool. I want to talk about manifestation, right? And the concept of manifestation and the process of manifestation, right? This is like my second take of this video, so I know what exactly I want to talk about. Cause yeah, sure, I have it in my notes, but like notes are just like summaries of what you want to talk about. As soon as you talk about it, you have to go into depth and a whole different level. So now I know really what I want to talk about, right? So um I'll have the definition written here about what manifestation is. So we got the Google manifestation, Google definition, right? Please excuse me if I'm taking large breaths and deep breaths and I'm talking hella fast in one sentence because my nose is blocked. I'm trying to use as much air as I can, you know. But honestly, bro, I hate my nose being blocked, bro. Because now you resort to mouth breathing and then your mouth is dry, your lips are dry. Flip, dog. I hate sinuses, bro. I've been fighting sinuses for the longest, man. But anyways, I digress, right? So manifestation, defined by Google, is an event. That says an event, action, or object that clearly shows or embodies something attracted or theoretical. I suck at reading, bro. This is L reading. Let's try again. An event or action that clearly shows or embodies something abstract or theoretical, or a symptom of alignment, right? So we're gonna go with the definition of a symptom of alignment because if you understand the law of attraction, right? Usually it's words. You say I am, I am, I am. It um usually comes with affirmations, Affirmation and manifestation are they go like this. You feel me? So you say, and then you attract it, right? That's like the base meaning of law of attraction. I never really got into law of attraction. I just went into the biblical definition of what a manifestation is. So right now, I'm going to explain to you the biblical definition and concept of manifestation. So, manifestation for me, this is my summary. This is how I see manifestation biblically. So, manifestation runs around the Bible verse Matthew 7 verse 7, which says, "Ask and it will be given unto you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open." So I'm reading again because that was our reading again. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open. Right. So this verse follows the ask plus B equals have formula. I don't know where this formula comes from. I know it's a psychological formula that comes from probably some psychology professor, but I'm not using any evidence, bro. This is my understanding. This is what my brain went through. You feel me? So let's break down the verse, right? Ask and it will be given unto you. The first part of the formula is ask. So when you go into prayer, you have to ask God with faith and boldness. May I please be this, right? With faith, knowing that it will happen. So right now I'm going to use the image of being an artist, you know, not being a rapper, like abstract art, like, you know, excuse me. That was low-key disgusting, man. So the first part of Matthew 7 verse 7 is ask and it will be given unto you, which follows the first part of the formula ask. And ask God in prayer with faith and boldness, right? So that's the first part of it. You ask, you go into prayer, you ask God, please let me be an artist, right? The second part of the verse is seek and you will find. Seek, that means you're looking for it. And that goes with the second part of the formula, which is B, Remember, ask plus be equals have. So be, you looking for it, you're doing everything to find it. And being follows three processes, right? It follows words, action, and visualization. So when you're becoming, when you're being what you ask for, remember, in this theoretical thing, we want to be an artist, right? In this picture, we want to be an artist. So we go to God and we ask Him, "May I please be an artist with boldness and faith," right? Then you become the artist. You're not the artist yet, but you become it, right? Remember, in the process of manifestation, you don't have it yet. You're just being it. Manifest. You manifesting it. You're letting it attract to you. You know. So it's a process, right? And in the be process, it follows action, words, and visualization, right? So let's put it in. Okay, let's put it in like a in chronological order. So it's words. You say, "I'm gonna be an artist. I'm gonna be an artist. I'm gonna be an artist. I'm gonna be an artist." You know, and then you visualize it. You dream what's gonna look like to be an artist. Your routine. What's gonna be an artist. How maybe you receive an award. Da 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 da. Right? You visualize it, and then you become it. Right? So in the process of being, you really need to play into this character of being an artist. So that even goes as far as doing the routine of an artist. What you saw yourself doing, you do it. So for me right now, it's I wake up, I go on my phone, you know. I don't know how people do wake up and they immediately go out their rooms, but for me, I wake up, I go on my phone, I check what's going on, and I leave. So cool. What I saw in my visualizations of being an artist is that I wake up, I check my phone, maybe an email or something, what I need to do, what brand deal I got. Then cool, after that, I go and make my tea. For me, health has been the theme of my year. I really take my health serious right now. So I wake up and I drink my green tea or my senna tea, whatever I need, whatever my body needs after the night before, right? So cool. What I visualize myself being is what I'm doing. So cool. I wake up, I go on my phone, I make my tea, and I go outside and catch some vitamin D. Go outside, sit in the sun, and think whatever I'm doing. Check on my phone. That's what I saw myself being as an artist. But obviously, you have to play this role. So initially, I wake up, I'm in my apartment, but you don't have the apartment yet. So you at your crib, but you're following this routine. You like really have to be insane when it comes to this manifestation thing. You're going to look crazy. You're going to look crazy. You're going to look dumb. That's okay, because eventually, after following after following words of visualization and acting, you're eventually going to have it, right? So it will be added unto you. So the third part of the verse, Matthew verse 7 verse 7 is knock and it will be open. So this is God initially just giving you what you asked for. And now you need to really capture this thing. You need to hold it dearly. Not idolize it, but you need to really just hold it dearly, because you asked God, you did what you need to do, you know, and then He's given out to you. So this is what I wrote in my notes. When you become, when you become, everything else follows along with it, right? That means you're eventually going to have it. And to me, this aligns with Romans 8 verse 31, which says, "So what shall we say to this? If God is for us, who can be against us?" And I know this usually follows in the space of spiritual battles, and we can win any spiritual battle. But for me, this goes with, it can't be taken away from me unless it's from God, you know? So if God has given you what you wanted in prayer, who can be against it? Usually this is for people. You know, once you have it, people like, they say they things, but you need to follow that. God has given it to me. It's here. It's arrived. It's manifested. No one can take it away from me. Nothing can take it away from me. It's here unless it's God. Alright? And then, well, I've articulated myself in chronological order, so my notes is low-key in the wrong order. But with part of visualization is never really, the term is never really mentioned in the Bible. But there's a lot of verses that go on to this, right? So visualization follows Proverbs 23 verse 7, which is, as a man thinks, his heart is so, right? So obviously you're believing. Your heart is passionate about this. You're believing it, you're doing it. So it will manifest, it will become, right? But one thing I forgot to say is, when you're doing this, your heart posture needs to be correct. You can't be idolizing things that are ungodly, materialistic things, people, whatever. You feel me? If it's not of God, or you don't believe that it will be added unto you as you're seeking God, which is Matthew 6 verse 33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. And when you're seeking the kingdom of God, your heart posture is also going to fix up. So before you even get into the process of manifestation, seek the kingdom of God first. Fix your heart posture first, honestly. Because this process is not going to work. You can think you believe in God. Honestly, you can think so. So you really need to have faith. Your heart posture needs to be correct. Then you get into this process. And then, cool, right? Visualization is a tool that reinforces your faith. So it's another thing that strengthens your faith, because it's not there. You're just believing it. You're just seeing it. It's not here, but you're seeing it. And faith is believing what's not there. You know, you're seeing what's not there, and you're believing what's not there. So it will come into fruition. You feel me? If that makes sense, faith and visualization works like this, because you're not seeing anything, but you're believing it. And that's the whole point of faith, right? We can go into the subject of faith no matter whatever area we go into. God is faith. You can't see God, but you have enough faith to believe He's there. He's there, He's providing for you. So if you have faith and you understand faith, you understand why visualization is a tool to reinforce your faith, right? And then also with words. Words also follows Proverbs 18 verse 21. Remember, the process of being is words, visualization, and being. Visualization follows Proverbs 23 verse 7. Words just switch that around. Words follow Proverbs 18 verse 21. Visualization follows Proverbs 23 verse 7. I don't know about being, but I guess that's just faith. I don't know. But words also follow Proverbs 18 verse 21, which words kill, words give life. They either poison or fruit. And the Bible goes all over the place with words. Whether it's cursing someone, whether it's saying something to someone. I believe he also talks about, it's even talked about in the New Testament with Jesus, in between one of the Gospels, right? Well, if you actually look at it around the Gospels, Jesus said a lot of things, and it became true. So words can really become, you feel me, with faith. Remember, Jesus had a lot of faith in God, and he said all of these things, and he did all these things because he had faith. So if we can call Jesus' miracles manifestations, go ahead, because it kind of follows this formula, right? He prays to God, he says it, and then it happens. So low-key, that's manifestation. It follows the formula of ask, be equals have. You ask, and then you go into the process of being, which is words, visualizations, and action, and then you'll have it. But one thing I want to talk about is a person who's the embodiment of manifestation, which is Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is an NFL and MLB player. He's an athlete, right? If you follow sports, you probably know who Deion Sanders is. So Deion Sanders is a dude who wants to obviously become an athlete so bad so he can provide for his mom, right? So he look he had a goal in mind, but I'm gonna just break it down how I see it. So he obviously needed to manifest this. He needed to become this. He needed to play into this athlete role. He needed to do what athletes do, right? And along with this process, he created the alter ego Prime Time, right? And I know a lot of people believe that alter egos are demonic and whatnot, but this is just an example to put out that he created a character, I guess. Primetime was what Deion Sanders manifested. So he prayed to God and then he become. Primetime was his being process. He acted as if he was an NFL player till he became an NFL player, which was primetime. But maybe I'm probably explain this all wrong, but just go search up Deion Sanders and just watch how he talks about his character Primetime and just see how Primetime is the embodiment of manifestation. But honestly, in this process of manifestation for me, I follow one of his quotes that he said, and that's, if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good. And honestly, this also follows what being an artist is. So you feel good, you look good, you present yourself, you feel good. You feel good, you create good. If you create good, they pay good. And honestly, I followed this formula last Sunday. So usually for church, I don't dress up as much because I don't have the energy to. I don't come up with fits the day before. I come up with fits the day of, 2 hours before I leave the house, bro. So obviously I don't have the energy to make up a fit. So since I'm following this quote, this quote Deion said, I took it upon myself to actually make up an outfit the day before. So I made my outfit, and obviously when you make your outfit, you look good. You feel good in it. So I went to church and I felt good, and I did my job well on cams, on being a camera operator. Whatever I put on happened on the screen, I was content with it. I was happy with it. And although the church doesn't pay me, eventually that will formulate into people paying me good. So I dressed up, I felt good. If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good. That's another formula of manifestation. That's another formula of manifestation in the being process. You know? So honestly, that's what I believe manifestation is. That is manifestation through my eyes. And the way I want to end it is, please don't idolize it. God will eventually take it away from you. If you make this your God, you make this your number one thing, you're not even praying to God about it, because although you ask God for it, that doesn't mean stop. That doesn't mean do not come to him about it, do not pray to him about it. That doesn't mean you praying it once is the end all be all. You have to be persistent in the ask and be process. You need to be persistent, bro. And that's all centered around God. You feel me? But hopefully this finds you well, and hopefully you do understand what I'm saying. So if you don't, honestly, there's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube. But please remember, do this with a good heart posture. Please. Bye bye.